Today I just want to kind of go over some quick how to do X, Y, and Z stuff. And then I'm actually going to switch over to CapCut just to kind of show you that. It's something that I've been playing with that's also free. That's always my goal, is to show you how to use free products, free items, and how to just make the most use of the resources without having to pay. So for that, I wanted to start with just kind of showing templates. I was going to share this one template with you that you can kind of see the before and after of what the template originally looked like, and then how I changed it. So it doesn't have to be miles away, right? You want to find templates in Canva that work well for you, seem to kind of fit your needs. So with this one right here, this is the original. Very easy, super simple, clean looking. And then where did let me duplicate this. And then going back, here is how it ended up looking when I was done. So the reason why I'm showing you this is because, I want you to see it's not that hard to change things. My computer there we go. So you can kind of see I changed, I brought this portion down a little bit bigger so that I could add in the number of bedrooms, bathrooms, and square footage. And I was able to just grab some graphics from the elements portion. So I just came over, why is this? Here, and I literally typed in bed, bathroom, square foot. And that gave me these little graphics. So I put those in. I threw myself in here using the image that we created in one of my previous classes that was removing the background. So I threw that in here, and then I added all our information. So again, here's the original. Property features, contact us. Here is my version. And I do also want to show you, just because this was actually a very successful flyer. It's probably one of the more successful flyers that I've used for an open house. So this is now my go-to. I'm just going to edit it per listing because this one it's geared towards the neighbors, which isn't a new concept, choose your neighbor. But I did actually seem to have a fair amount of success with this one, passing it out the day before the open house. And maybe it was the neighborhood, or maybe they, really did like my little paragraph blurb there. But it did seem pretty successful with that. So a few notes: when I did get it printed, this pale pink looked more like a beige. So just kind of take some things into account and edit it as you're going along. But this can now be my go-to template for open houses. And that's kind of the goal, is to be able to create just plug and play kind of features with things. So that's kind of showing the difference between flyers and everything. But what if I wanted to kind of mix it up? I want to have a little variation. Maybe I have multiple open houses going. So one week I have it, and then I have another open house the next week. Something that's great about Canva here is if you click design and then click styles, without having to do really any effort, you can completely update the look of it. So by just clicking that, I've now got a new color. It looks pretty good. The words are a little bit harder to read, but it's probably not the end of the world. I could change those if I wanted to. And where it says shuffle, I can literally do this over and over again until I find something that I like. With these sections here, so this is colors that I've used in the past. This combinations, it's going to change the font as well. So maybe I want to do these really bright colors. So this one, I can click through here, and now I can scroll through. And these combinations, though, now you see it changes the font. So just be aware of that if you put a lot of effort into like picking out your font. I really liked how my font was, so I'd probably prefer to use the color palettes rather than the combinations. So that is just a quick little heads up on that. And if you don't like it, just Control Z your way back to what you liked before. All right, there we go. And now I can play with the color palettes again. Another way you can do it if you want to maybe pull from some of the colors within your photos is if I go back to here, I'm going to click on to click out of that, click into this. Okay, so I'm going to pick this color here. And I want to align this color with one of the photos in here. So you can actually see that it gives you the opportunity to select colors that are already being used in those photos. So maybe I want to pick this one here, or that's drawing from the large photo. Hi. Maybe I want to pull the more warm colors from the kitchen. So you can use those as a foundation to kind of run through everything as well. So how can this look to make bulk products? So if I come back to the home screen, go. If I come back to the home screen, say I want to do an Instagram post. Patient with the internet today. All right. So you can see all these templates here. I'm going to grab this one just because it is free to use. And let me make a secondary one. Let me come back to this one. So maybe I grab, let's see, let me scroll and find another one that's got more of an editable item on there. Let's see, let's type in review. So maybe I want to do all of my reviews. This one's cute. Here we go. So as I put this in here, you can see there's different, the different features in here, and you can see it's already got this template style and a theme. So that means that I'm going to be able to change those, right? So this is going to be building off of what we just did. So what I would recommend, there is a feature that if you have the paid version of Canva, you are able to import an Excel file straight in, and it makes as many, kind of like a mail merge. It makes as many of these as you have rows or what have you in your Excel file. For those of us who are using the free version, what I would just do is come and grab your Google. Oops. Let's pull that out. Christy. Oh, realtor. Okay, so I'm going to find my Google page. I've got my reviews here, and I'm literally just going to copy and paste them straight into the document. So what I would probably end up doing is grabbing I would personally put it into an Excel file or a Google sheet just so that I don't have to keep referring back and forth to this, even though I can't mail merge it. But if you want to just pop in and out of them, all you have to do is I just copy and pasted the first portion. And now I'm going to paste in this blurb, and I'm going to update it to say Alex Bird. There we go. And that's the only real edit that I need to do. And I can see I need to slide things around, maybe move this up just a touch since the A is in the way. But not a lot else that I have to do for that. And then I would just duplicate this and come back to my next one. Hey, Tanya, look at you. I'll use yours.
I got you, girl. I got you.
All right, so now same thing, highlight the whole section. There we go. Update this. And you could just put only first names. That probably does look better. It's all personal preference. So there's that. But now I want it to look a little different. So let me click this, see about shuffling it. That's changed it a little bit. See? Ever so slightly. Maybe I want more of a change. So let's come back over, click backwards here, come to styles, and come on, no. And maybe I want to try this again, see if it gives me more options. Seeming to give me, oh, there it goes. That's cute. I like that one. All right, great. Now I'm just gonna duplicate this page and let's come to the next. And you just continue on with that. If you have a main set, maybe you come to one of these combinations and you make that your brand in a sense. If you wanted to do that, that way you can just rotate through and have like a go-to brand, or maybe you just rotate through the set one because you like their general fonts and stuff like that and you don't want to change from that. Totally up to you, but now you've got multiple pages here. Now scrolling up to the top, this one has a graphic in the background. Well, Christy, how am I going to change that? Because if I try to do style on this one, you're going to see it's going to not change the actual image, right? This isn't changing. That pink blob isn't changing. It's just changing this part back here. So how can I fix that? So what we would do for this, it's a little bit, it's not as quick, right? So for this, not nearly as fast, but say I'm going to type in, or I'm going to leave that. We'll just pretend Olivia is one of my clients. I'm going to grab this and do edit. She's thinking, come on. There we go. Okay. So you see this filters section? This is an easy way to just quickly throw different colors into it. Now I'm orange. Now I'm hot pink. Now I'm purple. And so you can quickly kind of go through different ones of these. The color pops are probably going to be your most vivid changes. But that way, maybe you want this type without having to, like you like the image more. Now this can be done with any image. Obviously, like the little blob is easier to do than say like if you had your face in the background. So just showing you that. So what if I throw this on here? If you're using this, you're going to get some really wacky stuff potentially. So for the color pop, I mean, maybe this is your vibe. Maybe you think that's neat. I think it is actually kind of cool, but just be aware that like you need to use the right type of image if you're going to play with this feature. So I think this one's really cool though. So that's a way to kind of update image ones very quickly. Past that, you know, I wanted to show real estate videos. This is something that KV Core can do for us. So if you're going into Bold Trail / KV Core, you can make videos through their system. It just takes your photos and it kind of rotates through. But if I wanted to try to make it a little bit more, put my own spin on it rather, then you can pick some of these. So if you grab a video, so maybe you don't have a video on this one, I'm just going to kind of hover over. You see how it's zooming out? You could always set an image for this with the animation of breathe. So let's take a look at that and see what that would look like. And that way, even if you don't have videos, it's going to give you kind of the same vibe of movement without having that.
It'll make a still image or not still image.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if I play this.
And you can make this different sizes, right?
Yep. So if you wanted to make it more of the story version, you can search for ones like that. This one I just grabbed, so this is more of the traditional landscape. So that looks pretty cool. I like that. But maybe I didn't get Jules to do drone shots of the inside of the house. How can I manage that? Well, let me just highlight that video and delete it out. And then I'm going to come to uploads. I'm going to grab just the first photo that's in here. Okay. And let me throw him to the back position, to back. So now it's like how it was in the video, right? And then for animation, I'm going to say, I want this photo. So I don't want to select page. I want to say photo, and I want it to breathe. Okay. So you can see it almost looks like zooming in on the thing. Now, one thing that I just noticed in that play, so I want it to come on the in, or if I want it to come on the out. I'm going to keep it that way. But one thing I'm noticing is that there was like a line of white at the top. Super easy fix. Let's just zoom in more. Center this. Now I've got some overlap. Doesn't have to be perfect. And now let's play it. Obviously, it's not as dramatic as a video, but it does still cause movement to kind of look a little bit more dynamic.
Obviously, I'm gonna ask the question.
Yeah.
If it's, since it's jumping like that, is that Canva? Is that the internet? Is that?
That's the internet today. All of my pages are taking a really long time.
Okay.
And if you can see me, you see how there's a delay with my yeah, it's the internet for some excuse me, for some reason in here has been acting up for me.
Fine.
So it shouldn't jump. It
Yeah, that
should be
makes sense.
smooth.
Yeah. I mean, when you download it, I'm sure it'll probably.
Yeah, exactly. So there is that. Make sure anytime, of course, that I know I say this every time, but anytime you are using a template, pre-made template in Canva, make sure you're adding things in for your DPOR compliance. So like in that example of this poster that I used, you can see here, it doesn't have the proper stuff. It just has a website area and a phone number area. I want to make sure that I have, since it's printed, our address on there. I wanted to have my office phone number and my cell phone number, my email address, and making sure that I'm at least acknowledging that I work for Coastal Town. If not the whole, the logo, that's great, but at least put on there Coastal Town Realty. So just be aware of that whenever you're using these pre-made templates. So I want to stray from Canva, gasp, I know, but quickly show you, CapCut. So this is something predominantly on your phone. So this would be great for trying to very quickly get the story, Facebook story or Instagram story kind of version, portrait style. But this is really easy to use. Again, the phone version, I'm going to acknowledge the phone version is a lot better. So download the app, it's free. But if I want to use it, they do have one version on the computer as well. It's the same stuff overall. I just think the app is more user friendly. But if I can get it to load, it gives you a ton of different templates, and you can do the same thing that we do with Canva, where you just type in like real estate video or, open house or something like that. And it's going to give pre-made templates that you can just throw your photos into. It is going to have CapCut. So in the free version, it's going to say CapCut in the corner. Doesn't matter. TikTok people are using CapCut. It's fine. If you want to pay to have that watermark removed, you can, but I just don't bother. I'll wait for it to load. Does anyone have any questions so far? There we go. Okay. So you can see, well, maybe you can't. It's not loaded. It's got a wide variety of things in here. So there's anything and everything. This is also good to use for your lifestyle content. So you know how we always say you want to do 80% about you and 20% real estate. This is a great way to be able to quickly do some videos. It's kind of like the templates that Instagram and TikTok, like the pre-made templates that they offer as well. But you can kind of knock out a bunch of them all in one go here. So for you, you know, it's got a bunch of recommendations. It's got memes if you want to make funny videos. But let's come up to the search bar and type in real estate. All right. So if I click this first one here, if I hover over it, the music does continue. We're just still jumping. So I don't know if you guys could hear that, but it's got preset music. It's got the videos in there. And if I look, you can see it says 10 seconds and then it's incorporating 9 media content, right? So preferably video for this one, doesn't really matter. It's totally up to you. So let's use this one. Okay. Okay, so it says use template. This is the only negative of teaching web-based content. So I appreciate your patience with this. Come on. There we go. Come on. When the internet is being a little wacky, we're all at its mercy. Oh, right. So if I had my pictures, right, I can just throw them in here. And then this is the general template. So if I click in here, let's see, again, I'm a little bit more here, text up here. So you can edit the text. It's going to bring up kind of like a window like that where it says at the bottom, default text, see if it pulls that up. Jeez. I need to turn that TV down because I don't know if you guys can hear it out there, but it is loud. I'm overstimulated. So let's try and get our text. I think it's being hidden by this.
You can make it longer than 10 seconds, right?
No, great question. So Craig was asking, can you make it longer than 10 seconds? No. So with these, there is not as like you can edit the text and you can change the photos and everything, but you're not able to extend longer than how many it has. Now you can make your own template. Nothing says that you can't do that, but I like to just do, again, the plug and play. Like I was sitting at the DMV putting together my open house video. You know what I mean? Like boom, boom, boom. There we go. So.
I've messed around with CapCut a little bit. I get a lot of things on my social media that like ads for the pre whatever, like you just put your videos in and it like does all this for you.
Mm-hmm.
But that, obviously they cost money less.
Right. Yeah, and this is, you know, giving you that free version. So I'm just going to throw in here. It's being kind of tricky. I'm going to grab random ones. Maybe not the garage though, as much as I want to like not try and be particular. I don't really want to have the garage as the leading picture. Even in a demonstration. Random photos, that's not a bad one. So here, you see how that's my only 2 cents on this one. Sometimes the photos that are taken with the like that are landscape, it doesn't always crop it. Some templates do crop and some templates don't. So let's see if we can edit this on this side. So I'm going to click this edit button and I'm going to do crop ratio. And let's actually just try to oof, y'all, I'm losing my patience with the thing here. Okay, let's just freehand it. Maybe I'm gonna go like this. Make it a little bit more, confirm that. And now it's kind of a little bit better. So you can see the difference between them. So really you would want to crop it if you, instead of saying free, you wanted to edit to the, you want to select the one that's like the landscape. I just can't be patient enough for it to pop up and generate that drop down. But so some of them are like this, and then some of them will automatically take whatever your photo was and make it into the portrait style so that you can then just move the photo back and forth to whatever center you want it to be. So it is, again, not perfect, but you know, I'm already got a cute little thing, and you see it uses the same transitions that it did in the original video. Okay, I'm exiting out of this now. Performance reminder. Okay, so that's all I wanted to kind of cover pre-prepared. But if you guys have any questions, I'm going to open it up for things that maybe you want to make that you haven't gotten a chance to figure out, or you haven't taken the time to kind of sit down and muddle through it. So do you have any questions or products you want to make? You can make stickers in here. Maybe you're going to do some pop buys or something like that. Go back to, here we go. Let's do stickers. And so if I type in the word stickers, Halloween stickers, bunch of different options. But these are cute to just throw onto stuff. So you can see here, and say I do, thanks for choosing us. So you can see it's already giving me the sizes. So if I want it 2x2, 3x3, 4x4, whatever I want that to be, I'm going to keep it 2x2, customize. And maybe I'm going to start putting these stickers on my closing gift. So I would just edit this to say Christy Hall, or maybe I put Home with Hall, whatever you choose, but I want to show the printing. So print with Canva. Loading, loading, loading. Man, y'all. Oof. Okay, my patience is expired. So, hey, look, Kragen has this. Let me bring so I can see where I am in the. Kragen just showed this. Look how cute that is. Little Christmas lights. His little cutout. He's even got a Santa hat on. That's awesome.
Mhm.
Excellent.
That was made with Canva.
There you go. Made with Canva. So basically what it was going to show if it would load is when it says print with Canva, you can actually, you can, even though maybe I have a square right now as the, what it looks like on the screen, you can change the different shapes. It'll give you a couple different options for your shapes. And so you can select that. All of the printing, not all, but in our area, the printing goes to FedEx. And so you can select, you know, the closest FedEx. There's one just down the road from here. And you can go pick that up. FedEx has really good pricing. It's super simple. And a lot of times they offer close to same day on these. So just something to consider as well. Any questions on that or any other things that you're like, hey, I'd really like to know how to make blank. That was really good. I like that you already had that.
And you can order obviously the business cards too.
Mhm. Yeah, business cards can come through here. So of course, the office provides the first set, but then after that, it's up to you, right? So you can either reorder. I think you can put in a request for some that you would pay for, but if not, you want to make your own, you can do business cards through here as well. Definitely, definitely. QR codes, I've shown that in the past quite a few times, but if we want to look at that again, let's do apps. So maybe you make a flyer or you make a business card and you want to have a QR code in here. I'm just going to click apps and type in QR code. And it's got a couple different options. This QR code one here is the one that I've used in the past. So maybe I want to do my Facebook page, facebook.com/home with Paul 757. Generate code.
You should. You
Oh yeah. This was made with Canva.
can flip it around.
Waboom.
Also made with Canva
Also made with Canva, and look at you have QR codes in each corner.
for social media.
Very nice. Excellent. So this would be kind of a cute little thing to put on a sticker, actually, if you're going to be saying thank you for choosing us, you could have like a little QR code. Another thing that I have seen, though you have to be very careful when you manage this, is I have seen thank you or referral type pop buys and that kind of thing made with a QR code linking to a Starbucks gift card type thing. So there is a way to do that where you can kind of preset and allow people to buy a coffee on you. You do have to be careful with that. So I'm not telling you I recommend doing that because of course some people might abuse it. But it is something that you could potentially do using this little QR code generator.
And you can also, if you don't love that one, you can do a QR, like the free QR code off whatever website.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So there's that. Yeah, they are really
I
convenient.
like the ones, I forget what website it was, but that's how I got the one that's got like the Facebook thing in the middle and the Instagram thing in the middle. I don't know if you can.
Yeah. Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. So there are, so Craig was saying that QR codes, there are ones that will put like something, a logo and that kind of thing into the center of the QR code to kind of additionally brand it to you. Those you would be able to do just in a Google search and you'd be able to then import those into the, to your documents here.
And they're free.
Yes, those are free. I know there's some that have like Venmo, sticker in the center. Not that we're asking for money, but there are ones that have different things like that as well.
And your own personal logo.
Yeah. Yep. Your own personal logo. I said that because for the East Ocean View Civic League, we have a PayPal account to join membership. And so you can be like, this one's PayPal, this one's this. So I know everybody's got a billion different things that you have your hands in. So it's not always just about real estate. So just be aware that you can do different things like that. I know Craig uses Canva for all of his tournament his cornhole tournament advertisements, all of his advertisements in general, but all of the events and all of that. So,
And I usually rinse and repeat now, like.
and that's exactly the point,
Once you
right?
make it one time, you can basically just use the same template.
Yep.
A little plus button and then just.
Yep.
Like I use the same exact one for my holiday networking coming up in December. It's the same exact one that I used last December.
Right. Right.
November, and I
Yeah.
just changed the location.
Yeah.
And added a sponsor.
And that was why I wanted to show, when you do this kind of thing in here, you get a template that you really like one time, and then you just come over, and if you even want to mix it up, like I said, you just come over to styles and play with this, because why change the whole document if you can just, so
Saves a lot of time.
anything else? All right. Unless you're chatting, unmute yourself. You can do that. Or if you're in the chat, just tell me to hold on. But otherwise, I'm going to end it for today.
Nope, I just went through like all the menu options and I couldn't find anything to bring up. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you're totally fine. Don't apologize.
The only thing I haven't really done too much of is playing, and you know me, I love the AI stuff, and I honestly have not played with Canva's AI stuff too much yet. So
Yeah.
don't know if you've done that.
I've taught a class on that before. Here's the only reason why I'm not going to do that today is just because the fact that I'm having such a bad connection right now. AI on a good day is hard to load.
Yeah.
You have to wait a second. And so today it's going to be a nightmare, but let me show you where it exists. So you can do this AI powered here. So I'm in apps and then AI powered. There is actually a way to have it create like video, or not videos. You can do, well, actually it's in beta for videos, but it's trying to do like images and stuff. So for example, you could do mermaid sitting on a pier, and it will try and generate the things. It was funny. I had issues with AI thinking I was asking for something risque when I was literally trying to say like mermaid sitting on the sand with tail in front, and it was like, "Oh, you're asking for something naughty," and I'm like, it's a mermaid. So there are some limitations. Canva's not it's not where some of like the other AI generated stuff is, in my personal opinion. You can also try AI generator here. So there is a section in elements as well. So generate your own. And then it does have different styles. So it is kind of neat for that. It would be kind of cool to select maybe what I've kind of played with it, though I've not put it out into the world, is like doing maybe like the cartoon drawing style, and then putting in like futuristic house or something like that. So those are kind of neat. And then you would, put it on a advertisement or something. Maybe the psychedelic could be fun. Since Rebecca's in here.
I was just thinking about it with the stickers specifically. Because you cartoon yourself on a sticker and like just make it fun.
Yeah, it's definitely, I'm going to be honest, it's not going to be one of those where it's going to be able to take your headshot and turn it into a cartoon. It's not there yet.
No.
You could just use more of the CapCut actually has some of those where it plays more with what you look like and just edits your actual photo. I think that there is a version of that in the paid version that Canva's trying to work on, but it's just not as great. And actually, this wasn't as slow as I thought.
Yeah, that's why I haven't played with AI too much, because I do have the pro version because I was using it for other purposes too. So, but they keep changing it. It's almost like every time I go in, it's called something else. It's doing something else. Things are different. So I'm just kind of letting them work their thing out before I mess with it.
No, that's very true. And you can see right here, it even said this is the video that I was talking about, and it says, it is in development. The last time, I haven't tried making a video in a while. The last time I tried to your point, it was like, they kept changing it, and then it was not anything to write home about.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, this is not their strong suit just yet. I
Not
think they'll
yet.
get there, but there's definitely other websites that I think are better. But it is fun. It's fun to play with. One of the other websites I used, which again, just a quick Google search will take you to, but I was sending Marla, my dog, away to her little doggy military school for a month, and so I typed in black pit bull dog in military uniform, and it actually created some really funny photos for that. We'll see what this video comes back at.
It's almost there.
I know. We'll probably end with this. Well, yeah. It's not moving any further than that. Ooh. But so our next thing that I'm arranging will be the pop by event. So this is my last Canva. In December, we won't have a Canva class. We're gonna have the pop by event hosted by Evertree Insurance. So they're going to be coming out after our monthly meeting and giving us some free pop by materials to run around to everybody for the holidays. So make sure you come out for that. We'll watch this, see if it's anything of any real interest, and then otherwise we're gonna wrap it up. I can almost guarantee it won't be though.
It's going to be choppy, I'm sure.
Yeah. It's not even. It's, yeah. Oh, it's just moving. Yeah. It looks like the sky is going to move, and that's about all that's going to happen in this video. All right, guys, have a wonderful rest of your day. I will see you all on the after the monthly meeting in December, and have a very happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Kristen.
Christy.
Thank you for everything. Happy Thanksgiving to you too.
Bye.
Bye.